Right. Well, we are back. This is the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. We are right in the middle of the conversation. I am your host, Mr. Freeminds, and to my left, I almost forgot how that was supposed to go.
Taylor, aka Doc, and to my left I have
Philly, because no one will ever pronounce my name correctly,
Hey.
but Lee for short.
Yes.
Now we are on season 2. Thank God, we all made it. Well, we made it back. We made it back, and yeah. So, what have you been doing? When did we stop? Like in November?
Yeah, we stopped in November.
Okay. So then, do we need to do like a recap of?
I mean, we can. Like, what has everybody been up to since November? Like,
I don't even remember, yo. Like, like that's the craziest part about it.
so
Like,
how was your holidays? So,
it
like,
was so long ago. I think
did
it was good.
we stopped before Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
didn't
we stopped before Thanksgiving.
So how was Thanksgiving? Like,
was-
what you eat? Like,
I don't even remember. I mean, it was the basic, chicken, turkey, regular Thanksgiving stuff, and I went over Jalen's house. They had some different food. It was new for me.
so it's nice you're still with Jalen.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yes.
Her people had some different stuff. It was not, what I would typically think of a Thanksgiving meal, but it was good. They had,
Like, what y'all have?
they did a lot of like seafood for
Oh.
Thanksgiving, which is I've
That's
never had
something
it.
that my family wanted to do
Yeah.
last year, but we just didn't get around to it because too many people showed up, and black people and seafood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be real picky about the seafood, but it was good.
So did you participate in Black Friday?
No, no, absolutely not. I had to think about it for a second. No, I didn't do nothing for Black Friday because, I mean, for myself, I didn't really need anything,
Yeah.
and a lot of that stuff, I don't know.
I was like, hold on, did I participate? I didn't participate, I don't think.
I don't think I did either, and I think I was
Some
having.
online sales, but
But that's what I said. I bought something online,
Yeah.
but I
Ain't
didn't
that
participate.
Cyber Monday, or you actually did?
Yeah,
it
like
Friday?
that. Well, I didn't participate on actual Cyber Monday. I
Mhm.
just was online that weekend. Like,
Okay.
so
Yeah, no, I don't think
I
did
should have
anything.
participated in Cyber Monday because that's when the actual deals are going
Mhm.
on. But I was at work,
Oh
so
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I
Get a
didn't,
chance
I
to do
didn't
that.
really do anything on Black Friday. I think I was trying to be woke on Black Friday. I ain't spending no money on
oh
it.
yeah, that's why I said, did you participate or was you one of
Yeah,
them people
nah.
that was like
It was
boycotting
like a
Black
multitude of
Friday?
reasons.
I just, regardless of the background and I just can't with Black Friday, like physically going out.
Oh yeah, no, I stopped. going
It's too
places
much.
for
People
Black
be
Friday.
fighting out there,
Yeah,
like
no, I'm not
for
about to fight
TV
over
every
Walmart
year.
TV. No,
Like
I'm not
every
doing
year.
I did the Black Friday physical going out to stores like once, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. I don't care what it is I
Once.
need.
that. Same once ever. I bought a bra, and
Yeah.
that is all it took for me to decide. Yeah, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
This was enough.
I think I did it once too, and I literally was out just in the middle of the night. Like I didn't go on the actual like Friday. I went Thanksgiving night in the middle of the night to the mall just because the mall was open in the middle of the night. That's the only reason why I went.
Didn't they stop doing it?
Like
Did
I
they?
think they did stop it. So when I did, that was a while ago when I did that. So and I was just out there because the mall was open, like because I
Yeah.
could.
Because I remember they started closing a lot of them stores on actual Thanksgiving Day to try to make it so
Yeah.
people can have time
Yeah, with their
families.
families, but they
Probably another reason for it, a corporate reason.
Probably got a lot of backlash.
They just don't want to pay that extra time and a half for
probably
holiday pay for
yeah,
real.
because a lot of stores been closing. Yeah.
Yo, like that Sam's closed on Rashidstown Road. I was so hurt.
For real?
Yeah, they closed down.
Didn't-
Sam's closed down a whole bunch of stores across
Yeah.
the country, but the one on Rashidstown Road was just one day. Just people was going there,
Wow.
just a sign on the door saying we closed.
They just
No.
didn't get no warning.
I think the one in Hunt Valley or somewhere, Cockeysville or something.
What
closed
about the
too.
one that's on Route 40? Is that
I think
one
that's the
still-
only one that's still open
That's
in
crazy.
Baltimore.
I thought
And
Sam's Club went out of business completely. Like,
nah, well, because Sam's Club is part of Walmart, so I guess until Walmart dies,
I
Sam's
remember
gonna
like
linger on.
BJ's had like a shady sale. Like
Is BJ still open?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so. BJ's and
right.
Costco,
I was like, hold
it's
up.
still- They supposed to be building a Costco on Owens Mill. I mean, or is it BJ's? One of them two. They building one of them two on Owens Mills. But that Sam's was gone. the whole, like, well, at least on my Facebook, everybody that shopped at Sam's was going crazy. They was like, yo, what happened to Sam's? I can't wait to get some, I think it was like toilet paper, water, or
They
something.
didn't give no warning then.
No.
Yeah, and like BJ sent out to a lot of like Sam's Club card members like a so long Sam, like discount, something. I can't remember the title of the discount, but I'm like, that is shady.
Well, you could be a member with us now. Like,
That's what G
dang.
move. Sam's better go ahead and make that mixtape. Stop playing.
Speaking of mixtape, right? Like, yeah. Wendy's is discing McDonald's.
That's crazy. Like, I want to know who Wendy is. Like, did they have an actual picture of the person, or is they just hiding behind the
like
logo?
they had a commercial with like the Wendy like a few years ago. It's like an older redhead woman, like.
Oh, she probably not making.
And she's like the daughter of the founder. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but that's what they,
I just know the cartoon Wendy.
Yeah, that's all I know. The one, the logo.
Yeah, the one that said the logo, but like she doesn't look like how she sounds on the mixtape.
Nah, she sound like Iggy. She sound like Iggy Azalea. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's who that is.
Like,
right, she got work somewhere.
Right, she gotta do something with herself.
Mixtape called "We Beefing" for real, like, and then the mixtape cover looks like an actual cover from like a tape in hip hop, but I just can't think of.
It kind of reminded me, when I looked at it, it reminded me of the Kanye West album cover because of how that white space and then the little picture. No, I think it was Twisted Dark Fantasy. Is that the one?
No, that one was red.
Yeah, but it wasn't in like a little box on the front, but it was like a lot of white space on it, right?
No, it was just, it was red. It was red space. It was red, and then the box was colorful, and whatever art was inside that box. So it's not that one.
Somebody did it, and I feel
it
like
makes me feel like it's like a Biggie.
I know Drake, like his stuff is normally like really simplistic, but I don't know.
Well, I know Biggie had the album cover with the baby on it, and it was all white.
And it was all white. That's what I'm thinking of. But I don't know.
That's crazy. Like if that's gonna become the new thing, I think I'm gonna take a new liking to fast food. I still ain't gonna eat it, but I'm gonna really start like checking in on the McDonald's and Wendy's beef.
All I know is that whoever works the Wendy's Twitter, like, they the shit. Because like I was like, they real savage. They bringing attention to the company on a whole nother level, and I think that's why the mixtape even happened, because they've been beefing with McDonald's on Twitter for a long time. So like,
I be
feel
seeing
like,
tweets. They be kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's definitely like somebody that's into the like in the times, like, and knows what's going on with the internet. Even if it's not somebody young, like this person's clearly on the internet, because what the issue normally is like someone in corporate that's really some older guy that thinks he knows how kids work on the internet. Like there was a Wendy's commercial a few years ago where it was just a bunch of dead 2009 memes in like 2013.
Wow.
Like it's just like the guys is like, I'm at Wendy's eating a sandwich like a boss, and I'm like, it's 2013.
Yeah.
What?
Whoever they got on there, they hip. They definitely hip.
And I feel like that's what a lot of corporate America and even politics probably need to start doing, just getting younger people, because they know how to reach more people. It makes more sense.
I feel like some are they try, but sometimes
when they try too hard.
That's what I say. They try a little bit too hard. Yeah, she did.
And it makes it seem disingenuous. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't even think they'll actually get somebody that's actually young and hip. They get an old person that thinks they know, and they try to just emulate it.
No, Hillary actually had like a team of young people. Like she actually
had misleading her. Did she have like Jake Paul?
Then she had Karen Civil too. Like she had a couple of people on her team, like young people. Then she like even start having hip hop artists like try to give tickets, like that. She really was doing the most. But like
when was it the Daily Show and she like dabbed it was a debate, I think, and she like dabbed.
Yeah, she definitely did dab.
I was on with the hot sauce in her purse thing on the Breakfast Club.
Oh yep.
Yeah, I was done at that point.
That was slam. So yeah, they tried, but that's like Bernie Sanders like coming out like older shit, trying to like do some stuff like that, like for real. So
I can't even imagine.
Yes.
I wouldn't even want to see that. And I like Bernie Sanders.
Him responding to fucking Donald Trump's tweet, just going,
Right.
new phone, who this?
That's just like, yeah. Even if Bernie Sanders even uses an emoji, I think I'm gonna be dead. Like he probably still got a flip phone. But
I mean, it's been news this week too about like Joe Biden going and talk about like he would beat up Donald Trump if they was in high school or some shit. I'm like, yo, what is this?
But see,
like,
when I be saying stuff like that, I be feeling like that's fake. Like, you know, people be making fake tweets of people's pages all the time, and I be like, they probably didn't.
That shit made national news though. Like, why is that national news?
It wouldn't be
Like,
the first time
like-
that fake news made national news. Though.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Oh, we almost forgot. See how we kind of rusty. Drink of the day is Dr. Stoner's smoky herb flavored whiskey. So it's a whiskey, but it tastes like weed, and I don't even smoke, so it just tastes like whiskey, but it tastes like something else that I don't partake in.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like,
You know what else we forgot? We forgot to take our shot at the beginning of the show.
oh my god,
Like we
Cups up.
slipping.
I know, right?
It does taste like weed.
It's like, all right, I've been sitting here like slow sipping it this whole time, so honestly,
I ain't even
initially
take
it
the whole
was
shot.
really,
I took my whole thing.
initially it was really gross, but it's like growing on me.
The smoky taste, actually, it doesn't really taste like weed to me anymore. It tastes like just smoky.
Yeah, like the sweetness from the whiskey is coming through more. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than just straight whiskey.
Yeah.
Like-
I would
like-
definitely give it that.
Than straight whiskey.
Yeah, it's like up front, it's like a really gimmicky weird thing.
Yeah.
But it,
Every
it's
time
like,
I take a shot of it, I get like a chill or something.
yeah, like
What is called Dr. Stoner's
Mm-hmm.
smoky herb.
I would give it about a 3 out of 5.
I'd probably give it a full 5 out of 5.
Really?
Oh, really? Wow.
I would not buy it again. No.
Oh, okay.
But after a few sips, like like the weird.
You can tell that you can get drunk off of this and be like, hey, you know, you can
And
be
it
in the
is, what is
club.
it, 46%? 42%.
Yeah, for it to be 42% is not even that strong, so
Yeah,
you really
mix
would be
it
lit.
with your weed brownie batter and
Yeah.
move on with life.
That's what it tastes like, a weed brownie.
It does.
I never had a weed brownie.
I only recently, like in what was it, like December, had one.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, I don't smoke weed. That was an experience.
I tried the edible ones. It didn't do nothing for me.
I ate 2
You had the wrong one.
because they did not
Yeah, it was
inform
probably-
me that I was eating edibles. So that was
I didn't know it was an edible either.
That was a
until
bit-
after I ate it. I think I got tricked into partaking of marijuana quite a few times in my life. At one time, I was chilling with some of my brother and some of his people, and he has a hookah, and somebody put weed in the hookah, and I thought we was just smoking regular hookah until I was high. And then I was,
which can be confusing because you know, like that lack of oxygen feeling you sometimes get, and you get a little dizzy when you do hookah. So
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah, I don't
probably
even
like
do hookah
sneak
no
up
more.
on you.
but
So
I
you're
didn't.
thinking it was a hookah, but if it
I
didn't go
realized
away.
I got too hookah'd, and I was
Yeah, that was saying if it didn't go away, then you was like, whoa, wait.
yeah, I
After
started
some
like tripping a little bit, and I'm like, nah, and they was all laughing, and I'm just like, this ain't cool. Then I ate the edible because they just said brownie. They didn't say these kind of brownies. They were like,
Yeah,
I'm selling.
it is,
I'm thinking, all right, you doing a little bake sale, you
special
know.
brownies.
I'll support black business. Grabbed that little brownie, I ate it, and I'm like, actually, I had an edible twice. The first time I did get pretty high, and the second time I didn't.
I had edibles quite a few times. The last time I had an edible was like in October. I had ordered this box full of like snickerdoodles. Cause I don't know, I was just I don't know for some
Was this
reason.
before or after the edible?
Like no, the snickerdoodles was the edible.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
So like somebody made snickerdoodles and then like they had icing of like little weed leaves on the snickerdoodles. I don't know why I ordered a whole box full of snickerdoodles edibles, but I ordered a whole box because it was probably like $40, and I got it and I ate one and I didn't feel anything. You're supposed to wait a while because like it's supposed to digest. Yeah, like it has to digest in your system. But apparently I just ate 2 and then I was too high to the point where I had to force myself to go to sleep because like it was too much for me. Like
I was just 2 snickerdoodles.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like I was like, oh my god, I need to go to bed. Like, like I need to go to bed because if I stay up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like so, I wound up going to sleep.
In my case, it was like I showed up to a friend's house. It was like a small get together, and they had like food all over like a table, and there was a tray of like Rice Krispies. Which I kind of side-eyed at first because I'm like, what? Like, and then there
like,
was
why you got Rice Krispies?
Yeah, then there was like, I thought it was like a cheesecake brownie, but it was like the butter, whatever. Like, I don't know. But I ate a Rice Krispie and I ate a brownie. And like the guy that made him was like side-eyeing me the whole time, just like,
waiting for you to get high.
Like,
what you think?
and the next hour you're going to be gone.
It tastes kind of musky. Like, what is this? So, and I'm like, they're like, it's a weed. Like, here's edibles. I'm like...
Yeah, it's too late at that point.
So it took like a full hour and a half for shit to get real. But I remember saying out loud, like, I can kind of like feel the blood circulating through my veins at this point. Like, and I was not joking. Like, I feel my hair growing. Like, I feel the blood moving through my veins.
Like, it's like everything is heightened when you have an edible high. Like, you just like really attentive to stuff. For you, like, I remember one time I ate a brownie, and then I went to the mall with my best friends, and all of us was just high for brownies, and we felt the heat from the lights in the Mac store. like you know how they got those lights in the Mac store. We went in the Mac store, and we was just like, yo, do you feel that? Like, we were just looking at each other like, you feel that? You feel that? Oh my God, that's the light. Like, we were just, you could tell we was high.
That's good.
Nobody, and it's like, it's okay because people were there with you.
Yeah.
At that same point. But like, my friends were not as high as I was. I'm just saying stupid shit, just like nonstop talking. Like, so one of my friends, like, my friend Fred, she's like the hypest person. Like, you always sit the fuck down and shut up. But she turned to me and she said, yo, sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck. That's how I knew she was. I'm like, you're telling me to sit down.
That was serious then.
Right. No, see, when that happened, I just remembered a bunch of stuff that I thought I forgot, if that makes sense. Like, I was remembering stuff from when I was like 7.
Yeah, like, your memory come back.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why did I not know this? Like, I had questions with my parents. I'm just like, why didn't you tell me this? Like, why do I have to go elsewhere to get these memories? Like, I don't understand. But,
they were hidden, and they were hidden
like,
somewhere.
Locked away in my subconscious. They weren't even like bad memories. Like, it was just like...
It'd be like minor stuff that you just like a song that you forgot about. Or something that randomly, like, it's just random. It's random.
Weed's not for me. It's not.
I can't. I feel like I can maintain if with alcohol. I don't feel like I can reel it in.
Yeah. Because like when you're drinking, you know exactly how much is in this cup. When you smoking, it's just like whatever you got, put it in there. You can't really. I mean, you can measure it out because obviously it comes measured, but. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what exactly this... I don't know. I'm not a smoker.
Like, I feel opposite. Like, I don't know. I used to feel that way about drinking, but the more that I started smoking, it's like it switched off. Because, like, my tolerance for drinking has gone down, and then, like, my tolerance for smoking has gone up. So it's just like, now I can measure... If I had 2 blunts, I know I'm going to be high as shit. Versus if I'm going to have, like, a couple of shots, I'm not going to know what's going to take me there.
But like as far as like edibles go, like I won't smoke weed, but I probably would try an edible again, honestly. But like the pill popping stuff, I just
can't do that.
No. I suck at taking pills anyway. Like I can't. I'm not even good at taking Advils. Like you give me.
I can take vitamins all day long. Pills.
Can't. No, I can't. I don't like. People junkies now, like
they are,
like
legitimate. Junkies.
like they junkies now.
That's what's cool now, though.
Like I've had like one time accidentally had like a 20 milligram of oxy because me and my mom were like, so I'm at her house one day, and like we're not like this. We're like, so I'm at her house one day. I'm like, hey, like I have a headache. I know you have a lot of medicine. Do you have something that won't make me high? Specify that. And she said, yeah, like, well, the closest thing I can have codeine. I'm like, okay, well, I've had a codeine before. I'm going to take one. It might make me sleepy. Won't make me high. I have not eaten anything at this point.
Oh, that's what you messed up.
Yeah, that's right.
I've had codeine once before, and it's like, it was the generic, like, Tylenol 3. So it was like the big white pill. And I'm like, she gives me the small pink pill. And I'm like,
this ain't Tylenol.
This is
Right.
She's like, no, it's like because my insurance, like I get the and it's like my headache was so bad that at the time I did not realize like your mother gets SSI and she has Amerigroup insurance. There is 0% chance that she can afford the real thing and you can't. So I'm like, okay, I take this pill like on an empty stomach, and maybe like 40 minutes later, I am fucking like crackhead. Just like crackhead levels of I will show like this is. So now my then boyfriend, now husband, like I said I need to put something on my stomach because I like vomited a lot in my stomach and I'm like high as fuck. So we walk up the street to 7-Eleven, and I don't remember saying, I knew the guy at 7-Eleven, I don't remember saying anything to him. Mm-hmm. I don't remember anything but just being on the counter like this, just hanging
up. Oh my God.
And he's like, hey, you okay, baby? I'm like, just give me my fucking chicken strips. Like,
he was like, oh shit.
It was all bad. Like, and I remember, the last thing I remember is I got home, because I was young, I still lived with my grandmother at the time, and my brother was staying there because his girlfriend put him out. And I came home and I like go to hang my coat up on like the coat rack. Like midway, I'm just like, and my brother like he walks out and he's like, hey yo. I'm like, so I popped up. I'm like, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. That was the most embarrassing shit ever. Like,
yeah, I don't think I've ever been that bad.
I was never that. I've never like. I mean, I've tried like, I tried Molly before, and
nope,
not even once.
All that shit did was make me really talkative. Like that's all it did. It was like I was really talking a lot, and I couldn't stop talking for some reason. Like, I was talking to this guy. I was
your
talking
everyday
to.
Hollywood.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's a party. It's a party drug, so it's supposed to make you like hyper. Mm-hmm. And I guess it made me hyper in that sense that I just wanted to be real social because I wasn't out partying or nothing. Who I popped it with, it was the guy I was talking to, and I literally was just talking to him, like literally, like talking his head off until it wore off. And then I was like, yeah, I don't like that. I was like, I did not like that.
It's like a truth serum or something.
I actually had an experience with mine like in November. It was not intentional. So
how does this keep happening?
I don't know. Like a friend I went out with, and long story short, she slipped it into
That's nice. She ain't a friend.
She offered it to me. I said, like, she's not the first time she offered it to me. And I'm like,
well, she really was trying to get you there.
And I'm like, no. And long story short, I know that we went to the strip club.
You didn't see your drink sizzling?
Listen, I didn't. We went to and I said now, I don't even remember the drink that it occurred with, but I'm like, we're going to go. I was already, I was 2 drinks in, and I'm like, I don't want to get too drunk around these females I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
See, and then you was with some females you ain't know.
So I was being responsible. Do I remember what happened after? I don't remember anything besides being at a strip club and like dancing on top of the pool table. And eventually we got put out. But there's spaces of that shit that's missing. And they told me the next day, like, yeah, you ordered like a drink and this guy got you a drink from the bar. And I'm like, I specifically said I was getting no drinks in the strip club. So that's a problem in and of itself. So
especially if you told your friends that, they supposed to make sure you ain't getting it.
The best part, when I woke up in the morning, I had like notifications on my phone from Capital One, like, your $250 transaction went through on one Capital One card, another Capital One card. Your $100 transaction was like,
oh my God.
Meet you, you're $250.
Wow.
I'm
like, did you
what
buy
the hell
a stripper?
Did you buy?
Listen, the plot thickens. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in my purse, my wallet gone. I'm like, cool.
Now you can say all those transactions weren't yours.
right? But at the same time, who got it?
Right.
Even in a strip club? No. Her friend had my wallet in his car. I have my wallet back, but the cards that were used, 2 of the cards that were used are missing. The Miku card was still there. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, either he did it, you know, because you had to be driving this person around to the CVS, the gas station they were spending this money at. Or you both did it, and you're covering his, because she was like covering him to the teeth. Like, I'm like, he had to do it. It was in his car. Man, he would never do that. Man, he stay on the block on North Avenue. He get money.
Yo.
He sell drugs.
Yo.
He sells drugs. That's all I have to say. He sells drugs on North Avenue. He's not getting as much money as you think he is. One of you or both of you took my money.
Did you dispute the charges?
I did. I got my money back.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, then
it was just an inconvenience for them.
Yeah, that is.
Even if you did have fun with that money, at least it was on the bank.
I didn't have fun. Because all
You
I
just might not remember.
It had to have happened after they dropped me off because I was vomiting everywhere. That much I know. Like you say, like it's supposed to be like a upper. No, I was sleeping and vomiting all in this guy's car. So maybe he felt like, well, she's gonna pay to get my car clean.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Wow.
Well, kids don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't. Do
After all of this,
I have no mileage.
Not even once. Not even once. And it's like I know I drink is one thing. This was not a drunk thing.
Yeah.
It was not a drunk thing.
Yeah, because you could definitely tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
Feel
worst
it.
thing I've done. I mean, everybody probably got a drunk story, but I think the worst thing I've done drunk was I didn't realize I was that drunk until I was that drunk. And then it was kind of one of those, I think I was drinking tequila. And when I drink tequila,
I love tequila.
when I drink tequila, it doesn't hit me right away. So then it's like I can take like 3 shots of tequila and be fine for like an hour and a half. And then after an hour and a half and 1 extra minute, all those shots come in like right in the back of the head. Next thing you know, I'm dead drunk. And then in the meantime, I'm like, I was good. The tequila shots. And I do it every single time. I don't know why I do it. Because I take the shots of tequila and I be like, I didn't do nothing. I'm going to go ahead and drink something else or drink some more. And then it all hits me. So then I came back home and I was just drunk. And I remember I was in the bathroom. I wasn't even throwing up. I was just sitting on the toilet. And next thing I know, I hear, boom. And I wake up and my head is up against the wall on the opposite side of the bathroom. And I'm just like, yo, did I just fall off the toilet? And then and I got up and then I politely brushed myself off and stumbled my way to bed, I think, as far as I remember. But
did you have a hangover the next morning?
I don't think so.
No.
I think whatever hangover I would have got
Tequila
was
never
all over
gives
the
you
wall
hangovers.
when I hit my head.
Oh yeah, you
I
just
knocked
had
my
a
hangover out.
like you just had a headache. Tequila don't never give me hangovers. I love tequila. That's why it's my favorite drink. I be so furred. But then when I wake up the next day, I just be like, hey, put my clothes on, ready to move on. Like the next day.
I feel like I can't do that drinking anymore at all. Like I'm at that point. Like I'm like at the part of the meme where I'm Terrence Howard on the hospital bed the day after. That's me now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like the older you get. Like,
Yeah.
It's like before, like when I was 21, I could drink my ass off, be fucked. And then the next morning wake up like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, okay, 2 glasses of wine, you wake up, you might just feel a little off.
That's why I said that's why I'm loyal to tequila, because every other drink I'll drink like that and I just be furred. I can't do anything the next day until like after 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then I'm able to move.
I'm at like 3:34.
Like then I'm able to move. But like with tequila, it's not like that. I'm able to move. I might be a little sluggish a little bit, but
Nah, if I drink too much the day after, you might as well count me out. I'm not going nowhere. I'm probably gonna stay in bed till about 4 o'clock. That's just it. But
I had one person call it liquid Viagra.
what?
I don't know. Like he said, I call it to kill her. Okay, I just want to go to sleep. Like, good thing for you and your girlfriend, but
liquid Viagra.
Because it makes you frisky.
I thought that was all liquor though.
No, not all liquor.
I don't know.
Maybe Henny. Henny definitely makes you frisky every time you drink it.
Man, I'm gonna be. I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm gonna be the first person to say it if I haven't been. The Henny is 100% overrated. It does not taste good. It is not that great. It's overpriced
It's nasty,
because black
definitely.
people buy it and they
Yes.
know they can charge it and they
Exactly.
know black people gonna spend that money.
Exactly.
But Hennessy is
It's
disgusting.
just nasty.
yep, it is the Ciroc of current times.
Yes.
Basically, like,
I hate Hennessy. Like if I have no other option and somebody else bought it, then I'll, but you ain't never gonna have me out here like, yeah, I got this bottle of Henny. What's up? What we doing tonight? Like, no.
You hit but no, you meet a girl that like Henny, she'll ratchet. I feel like,
yeah.
You know she'll
100% of the time.
You know she'll
100%
ratchet
of the time.
because if she drinking Henny and they be really like, if they really backing it, like really.
Anybody that drink Henny don't
anything.
drink Henny politely. They
they
dome it. Whatever it is, they dome it. Yeah.
They're ratchet.
Yeah, because
That's
most
a
people I
ratchet
know
drink.
that drink Henny, they don't mix it and they don't drink it sparingly. Everybody got to have basically their own bottle.
Right. They don't share it.
To the point, like I'm going to Punta Cana in August, and more than one person has asked me, like, hey, they got that white Hennessy out there.
Like what?
So give me a bottle. No, like I'm not about to.
I've tried white Hennessy before. I only tried it because I knew it wasn't, they don't sell it here. It didn't really it wasn't nothing special to me. It was just like, okay.
It tastes like regular Henny?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even really savor the taste too much. I was just like,
It's very nasty, like regular Henny.
yeah. No.
Because it's Hennessy. Like because it's Hennessy. I never had
on
it.
that lemon just say Hennessy is not good, and
It's
anybody that don't
definitely
like it.
overrated. Like I won't go as far as to say
People gonna watch this and turn us
disgusting,
off,
but-
y'all. like people gonna watch this and turn us off because we trashing.
That's gonna be trashing it.
Watch this and
They
turn
can yell
us
at the
off.
screen all they want to. You will never see a bottle of Hennessy on this here table.
And I angrily turn it off. Anything can happen. Y'all got to go.
Anything will not happen.
Not today.
That dude's video would be kind of blowing me too. The one
The
that
dude
be
that was like,
putting Hennessy and everything.
oh.
You know what I'm talking about? The dude that be cooking everything with Hennessy.
Flops in the robe and the dress.
Oh no, I never seen him.
He
Nah.
he'll cook everything with Hennessy. He fried chicken with Hennessy. He made Hennessy tacos. He did Hennessy salad. He did all types.
Hennessy salad.
I swear he's not making any of this shit. He just takes
doing
stuff
it
and
with
pour
Henny.
on
Yeah.
it.
Like he used Hennessy as like, you know how you use a deep fryer and you use the grease? He used Hennessy as the deep fry grease.
That's how you know he's not really doing
Yeah,
it.
he ain't really doing it.
You
You cannot fry.
Turn the fryer on. The Henny may set fire.
Right.
Possibly, or you short your fryer out.
Yeah.
You cannot fry chicken with Henny.
No.
Don't try this at home.
Please.
This
don't.
is crazy.
That's almost as bad as the Tide Pods.
That's what happened when we was on
You know.
when we was
Yes,
on
yep.
like when we was on break. The Tide Pod shit is retarded.
I feel like we got so much catching.
That
There
shit
was, like,
was so dumb.
There was one legitimate injury that I know of. Like, the kid, he had to be like 12, I think. He put a Tide Pod in his mouth. And, like, the film broke. Like, he was gonna spit it out, but the film broke. And he tried to, like, spit it out. And he's coughing, so he's, like, aspirating the shit at the same time. Burned his esophagus. Burned his lungs. Burned the lining of his stomach. He had to stay in the hospital for a month.
Oh God.
And I'm just like, a small evil part of me is like, maybe if he died, it would have just made everybody chill out a little bit.
This is the first person that did it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, I don't want the kid to die. Just with that
Man.
disclaimer. But if he did, maybe it would have killed the meme right then and there. But
I wouldn't say I
I
wanted
don't
anybody to die.
understand
No,
where
but-
the fuck that shit came from. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
of course. Like, of
But
course.
I
I went on YouTube to literally watch like as many of them as I could find. I did not find not one single black kid doing it.
the origin of the meme was someone on Twitter, like, tweeted at Tide. And they said, no, they tweeted Gordon Ramsay, I think. And they said, could you make an edible version of a Tide Pod? Because I know everyone has wanted to know, like, people have always wanted to taste one. It's like a forbidden gusher or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
People retweeted it, favorited it, and it just became a meme. Like, oh, the forbidden candy, the forbidden fruit, like Tide Pods. It was a joke, but then you had people take it a step further and actually
really
start putting
did it.
So
That's dumb as shit.
I always said, let the people eat the Tide Pods, and when the smoke clears, then we know who all was smart enough to
Yeah,
survive in this crazy planet where we got many more problems than can you resist eating a Tide Pod. Like if you can't get past a Tide Pod, you got a lot bigger problems.
That's what
You
he
might as
said.
well
Yeah,
just check out
natural
while you
selection.
can. Yeah,
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
selection taking place.
Natural,
Yeah.
Yeah, just let
Yeah.
them eat them Tide Pods up, and hey,
Whoever's still here, we supposed to be here.
Right.
Like the rest of us are supposed to be. Because people was
Like
doing
we stopped
some
at
crazy
like
shit.
I didn't even do it, but we stopped at like the cinnamon challenge. Like cinnamon
I
is
didn't do
edible.
that.
I didn't
Nope.
do it either, but at least cinnamon is something people
Yeah.
eat on
yeah.
And
stuff.
it won't kill you if you inhale a little bit.
Yeah.
Most
No.
will choke a bit,
Right.
cough it out. But
Yeah.
At least it's a ingredient to something. But like I didn't even do it. But
They
I mean,
done
it
had
was
all
just like,
types of challenge. The fire challenge.
oh yeah, that was the
That
put
was-
alcohol. in
That
stuff.
shit was dumb.
what was that
Like-
one challenge though? You put your head down and then pop back up to make yourself faint. Like that was stupid.
They did
Yeah.
the water challenge too. Did you see that?
What's the water
They'll
challenge?
drink some water or something, and they'll lay down and then spit the water back out on their own face and basically drown themselves.
Yeah, I saw this shit.
I don't know
Then they
what
had
it is
this
nowadays.
condom challenge or whatever.
Where they try to
put
put it
it
through
on
their
their
nose.
They put the condom on
And
their
try to blow it
head
up.
Oh,
and try to blow.
With their
Yeah,
nose, yeah.
try
I
to blow
saw
their
somebody
nose.
put one through their nose and pull it out their mouth.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I
one.
did see that.
Okay,
But
I,
the one you're talking
I'm talking about they
like,
put the condom over their head.
somebody almost
Like-
killed themselves. Somebody almost killed themselves. They put the condom over their head and they like blew it up a bit with their nose. And they like passed out and their head hit like the corner of a table.
oh, I need to
and
see
I'm
that.
like, oh, okay.
Like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, why would you put a condom on your
My
head?
twisted sense of humor
For
was
likes.
dying laughing.
Like, it was all types of stuff. Or like, I mean,
These was dudes doing it.
it was
females,
everybody.
guys.
Like, it was just like everybody was just putting condoms on their
For
head.
one, I think it's suspect if a dude's gonna put a condom over his head. That's just me. I mean, condoms have one place to go, two places to go.
I can't say it's suspect because it is just a household item, I guess. But I mean, it's not like you putting a dick over your head.
Right,
But
like you're not supposed
it's
to put it
still
on
stupid.
your head.
It's just
Like you're not supposed to put the condom on your head.
I would
Not
even be
that.
okay. I would even be
Right,
okay if they use
that
like
is.
if they use like a regular balloon or something. Like, but
It was something with a
Balloon over
balloon
your
challenge too, wasn't it? It was like something where they was blowing up balloons. I don't know. I don't. It's all types of challenges
People
that they
is crazy,
had going
man.
on, and I don't know. Like I don't know where this whole challenge thing started from. Like everybody's just been doing challenges ever since like 2014, and like.
And it's like even the challenges that aren't necessarily harmful were stupid. Like the "Don't Judge Me" challenge, because the one they put all the makeup on to make themselves look ugly,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
take
no,
it
I've
off,
never
and
seen
it's
that.
like,
Or was it the one when you switch with your partner when you dress like your
didn't
significant
last too
other?
long.
oh yeah, I
Like,
saw it.
that challenge.
like the backlash.
Yeah.
That's suspect. Now that's suspect.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what in the world that challenge was.
I would never do it. Only the furthest thing I remember was like when I was in like middle school and the dudes thought it was funny to like put on like a girl's jacket. But that was it.
That was like
Yeah.
that was more like a cute thing.
Yeah,
It was
but
like,
that's probably the closest thing I think I could.
No, the
relate
challenge I'm
to-
talking about, they literally was like taking their
Putting on
whole
everything.
outfit. Yeah, like
Mhm.
it was like the guys wearing dresses and stuff like that. Girls
Nah.
wearing their boyfriends like jeans and stuff,
That's
and
OD.
shirts and
But
I
see,
don't know.
women be doing that anyway, so that's not even really a challenge. Y'all be taking out stuff and wearing it.
Yeah, it's
Maybe not one
exactly.
whole
It's
outfit
really
at a
the
time.
challenge for the guy.
Right.
Like, it's really
Maybe
the
not one
challenge.
whole outfit at a time.
And y'all
but
taking the picture together, just switched in a different
yeah,
position or whatever. But
That's some
like,
young thuggery going on there. I ain't with none of that.
so I don't know, but that Tide Pod challenge, I was like, that's what was going on when we were on break. And
It was
people
probably a
was
whole
doing
bunch
some
of other
dumb
stuff too, but I can't even remember.
A lot of shit happened, yo. A lot of shit didn't happen. I can't think of it right
Oh, around I think it was November. No, that's April. Is that this year? The anniversary of that Facebook killer guy, the guy that killed the old man. Remember?
I thought
It
that
was
happened around August.
Was it August?
I remember we did an episode talking about that,
It
but I
was
feel like that
around
was in the
it was
fall
around a
time.
major holiday, like either Thanksgiving or Easter, like when you have dinner with family, because he was visiting family.
You know what? It might have been around Easter time because I remember that time of the year last year because that's when we was doing. That's when we was recording
What
in the other
happened?
spot because we was.
The guy that shot the
Remember
old
the
man
dude
in
that
the
shot the
head?
old man who was on Facebook and they kept saying he's
now.
going to all these different states.
Oh, yeah. Now I
Yeah.
He
remember.
really wasn't doing any of that.
His name was like
Yeah.
Roger Rogers. He had some crazy stupid name and
He
it
was,
was
yeah, I remember. He
Yeah.
did shot that old man for no reason. That was so fucked up.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like I can watch a lot of gory shit, but
that was pretty sad.
that was sad. I can't
Yeah.
watch it anymore.
I don't know. This past year, it's been a lot of stuff happening on Facebook Live, like just
Yeah,
You can now say that you've seen someone get killed on live. You can see somebody had sex on live now.
Get tortured on live.
Yeah, like it's crazy that people be doing stuff for likes. Like
that's
the
the
things that they
thing,
do for likes. Like
for fake internet points. Like you will do the stupidest shit. Like I don't understand.
People just be, I don't know, they just be selling their souls for likes.
For likes, yo, it's not like you getting nothing from it, and it don't.
Once
it
that
just
hype
internet
of it
fame.
dies down, that's it. You gonna have to.
And then you're famous for the worst thing.
Or not even that. Then
For
you're
the
not
worst.
relevant anymore after it happens. Now you got to figure out something to top what you did the last time, which is, I mean, killing yourself on the internet, and that's.
And I'm pretty sure they did that. Somebody did that on live too.
I did see somebody kill himself.
Somebody killed themselves on
that
live.
was like
by
recently. Like, I think last week. So there's this subreddit on Reddit called "Watch People Die."
What?
Wow.
Yes. And it's not as bad as you think. Like, it's not people just like offing themselves and then posting it to the subreddit. It's mostly videos of like fatal car accidents.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but I think they're like trying to shut down the subreddit because like there's a lot of backlash from like someone posted a video of them, you know, on Facebook Live committing suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And it caused a lot of backlash. Like, why would you post this? Like, a lot of outside sources are just like attacking, like, this subreddit, watch people die. So people were like kind of upset. And it's just, it's crazy because that's definitely not the first video of somebody committed. People have hung themselves.
Yeah, I saw somebody
shot themselves in the head, like. And it's not the first video on watch people die of someone. Like, I've maybe seen one other video, honestly. It's like a guy sitting on the couch and he shot himself in the mouth.
But why do it on live? Like, you're dead now, so it's not like you don't even know what you got.
It's like an attention. So it's like I don't want to downplay, you know, mental illnesses or depression or anything, but it's like that one last, like reach out for, I don't know if it's for help or for anything, like that one warm body to just like care about. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like the result that they looking for isn't going to come fast enough. Because, see, for example, somebody get on live and they, you know, about to kill themselves. First of all, if they're not even looking at the phone, they don't know what anybody's saying. So he could have his phone all the way over here, setting himself up to kill himself, and somebody is on the screen like, yo, don't do it. I'm coming. I'm calling somebody, and you don't even read it, and then you do whatever you do, and then by the time...
Another theory is, like, because a lot of people commit suicide because, like, a relationship, like... So, in those cases, it's like you want to guilt this person. Mm-hmm. They won't answer your phone calls. They won't answer your texts. So, you want to guilt this person and think, well, I killed myself because of you.
Yeah, I think we had to think about that. Somebody told me they was going to kill themselves because I didn't want to deal with another one. I'm just like...
Like, what do you do? Like, when somebody tells you something like that, like, I just...
Because I'm not just going to give you what you want. Like, we're not going to be together because you threatened to kill yourself.
You can't guilt somebody to be with you. So, how do you even deal with a situation like that?
I don't know.
If someone just be like, oh, I'm going to kill myself because you won't be with me, like, how do you deal with that? Like, that...
Like, I can't say I dealt with it properly, but I had one guy who used to message me every day on Facebook, and I probably should have blocked him way before this point. I did not know this guy. He was crazy. And he eventually, like, I'm like, hey, like, listen, it's just not going to happen. You need to, for the 59th time, you need to chill, my guy. Like, and he's just like, oh, well, I'm going to kill myself. And I'm like, I sent him, like, the 1-800 number suicide hotline. Here you go. Like,
I'd have sent him one of these.
Like... I said, here you go. And he did that for a few days in a row. I'm going to kill myself. And it's like I kind of got frustrated. I'm like...
Eventually, you just be like, you know what? If you're going to do it, then do it.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to say it, but it's like, at this point, I don't know if you really are.
Did that today. She actually said, it was my cousin posted something today. It was like, this boy on her timeline been talking about he was going to kill himself. She was like, well, do it already. I was like, damn, that's so fucked up. Like,
but then that one girl went to jail because she told the dude who was going to kill... But I think she was actually trying to egg him on, though.
Yeah.
Wwhy?
Because I think she wanted to then post all her sorrows so she could get likes.
Probably.
That is crazy. People are crazy and shit for attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna lead me down an entire road of shit. Like, with my mother, I'm not even gonna go there today. But, yeah, people do the stupidest shit for attention. Like,
I think
I wonder what it stems from. Is it like they don't get enough attention at home? Do they
I
not
don't
have
know.
friends?
It's like so in this case with my mother, it's like honestly I think it's like a mental illness, like undiagnosed.
Oh,
But,
okay.
like you have people who are hypochondriacs and they just make shit up for attention, and then you have it's just I don't have the problem, so I don't know what it stems
Right,
from.
right.
But it's like
See, I don't know, like, cause I mean, I feel like everybody goes through stuff, and I've never been through something that had me feeling like, yo, I want to kill myself.
Well, they do say that like when you get a like, it's like dopamine that goes through your system.
Oh,
So
well,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like this feeling of satisfaction that you get. Now, if you're addicted to that feeling, that becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
so. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
like,
had a thought.
it's like so that if you're addicted to that feeling, that does become a problem because then you start chasing those likes because you feel a satisfaction from getting it. Like I have a little cousin who has like over 13,000 followers.
Wow.
She's only 16 years old. She does everything on her Instagram. Like she lives here, so she'll be on the MTA bus and she'll like just mess with old people on the MTA bus, fuck with them and shit, and post it online.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole bunch of people that follow her, and they'll just be like, "Ha ha, you funny," like they just egging her on, and she likes the attention or whatever. It's to the point where I really feel like she has a mental problem because like now she actually has issues. Like she's been went to jail now. She done went to, and she still go like once she gets out, she goes back and starts doing the shit all over again. And it's like she don't give a fuck. Like as long as she got that attention on her Instagram page, and then she just calls herself because they comment on how she looks. She's pretty, so they'll comment like, "Oh, she's pretty." And she calls herself, "Oh, I'm pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl, so I can do whatever I want or whatever." And she goes around and she continues to do that type of shit. And that's what I said. And I feel like it's something that people do need to address because if I see her doing that, I know it's a lot of other people that probably are doing it. Like, I don't know why they're doing it, but I honestly think it's because of that feeling of attention, that dopamine feeling that you get when you get those likes and those comments and stuff.
So, like to piggyback off that, there's like this deaf chick. I don't remember her name, but she like has a lot of followers on Instagram and Facebook. And she's like pretty, but she's deaf. And I don't know if maybe you guys saw like a video that went viral like maybe a year or so ago, like two deaf chicks arguing with sign language. Like she was one of the chicks on that video.
Okay.
And she had a lot of people telling her like she's pretty. You're pretty for a deaf girl. That makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah,
That doesn't make
That
any
makes
sense.
no sense.
Yeah.
But you're so pretty to be deaf, and I didn't even think you can't even tell you're deaf. Looking at you, it's stupid. It's stupid. But I think all of these comments have pumped her up to the point where she's an asshole. She's an asshole. I will not sugarcoat it.
A deaf asshole. Wow.
I mean,
deaf
I ain't gonna hear you.
Like, and it's like, I like happened to randomly go on her page one day and just like, let me just skim through her her stuff. And she people will reach out to her on her page and say, you bring a positive outlook, and this. My daughter is deaf and she looks up to you. And she's like, and they'll say something. Oh, the deaf community. Man, fuck the deaf community. I don't give a fuck about the deaf community.
That's what she was saying.
Just because I'm deaf, your daughter don't have to look up to me. And then people are like, why the
like this is a compliment.
And then on the flip side, people say you are a bad look on the deaf community because you act this way. You're an asshole. And she's like, I don't give a fuck about the deaf community. And she's very.
Well, at least she's
like,
consistent.
I don't know.
Right.
At
Like,
least she's consistent.
it's like other people that are deaf, they'll get into like an argument with on Facebook, like typing, and it's like this is gonna make me sound insensitive as fuck, but I'm gonna say it.
Hey.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's just like they make a lot of spelling errors and they spell a lot of shit wrong. So I'm like, I don't know if that's a thing for deaf people, but she will constantly, you can't even spell this, and then you read that same sentence.
She can't spell either.
And it's like, and she'll like, it's so
I feel like deaf people should be
ironic.
the best spellers.
Yeah, and it's like a deaf person will come at her. I can understand what they're trying to say, but it's like kind of,
Spell deaf.
yeah, you can see they're trying to tell her like, you don't need to act this way because this and this and this, but they're very respectful about it. And she's like, man, you can't even fucking spell insert misspelled paragraph.
Yo,
Like,
what the fuck?
sounds like you're coming at them for spelling shit wrong in a paragraph full of misspelled shit. And it's like how she like goes live every day, and she just, her head is so boosted up, and it's like,
Is she one of those deaf people that can't talk?
she can't talk. No, she makes like the sounds that I'm not gonna try.
I know what sound you're trying to
I'm
make.
not gonna try and emulate it. I am not gonna try and emulate it, but she makes like the sounds. But she doesn't.
Stop, yo.
Oh my god. But I feel like all these likes and the social media attention, and these people telling her, "Oh, you're pretty for a deaf girl," like it's really boosted her head.
Yeah,
so if there was not, if she had no social media platform, she'd probably be way more humble. But I just
It changed people. Like social media, if it never existed, I feel like some of these people would not have these issues that they.
Social media did definitely create a lot of
like
mental issues.
they
They
created
have not
some.
addressed yet. Like I think social media came out and it expanded so fast that people in maybe like the health field haven't been able to keep up.
Yeah,
with
to like
affected people's mentality.
I mean, they haven't kept up. They haven't been keeping up with mental health.
Period. Yeah, like
so.
it's not that serious. Like I don't think they take it as serious as they should, because there is a lot of issues. Like it'll just be a regular issue with like schizophrenia or something that they still haven't addressed with certain people. And then think about if you are bipolar and or schizophrenic and you have social media. That's a whole nother thing.
Right.
Like
That's a recipe for disaster.
I am trying not to go there with my mother, but listen, I just had a like. Okay, so prime example.
Story time.
I don't know. And my mother, I don't think she's diagnosed. I know she's been to a home before when she was maybe like after she had me. She went into a home for a bit, and then she, I guess.
Do you want any more of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Sound
think
like
I
it's
guess.
about to get deep.
Yeah,
so.
it's about to get deep. So, long
some
story
Dr.
short, my
Stone.
mother is undiagnosed. She either has bipolar or schizophrenia. She's definitely a hypochondriac, like to the fullest. And she lies about the stupidest shit, but it's all for attention. So it's like for a while I've been trying to be understanding about like you clearly have a mental illness, but it's so hard to be understanding when you are always. All right, so I feel like if my little sister's like 13, she lives with my mom. My mother had no business having another kid, but here she is, and she never sends this kid to school because she's constantly making up different illnesses for her that she doesn't have. For her to stay home, like my sister would say, "Oh, I can't see. My head hurts. My stomach hurts. My legs hurt. Oh, you need to stay home. We gotta take you to the hospital." If she had to pay for health insurance, none of this would be a thing. But now, with all that being said, I've constantly made it, and like I have an issue with you not sending her to school. We would be on at least speaking terms most of the time if you would just send her to school. I don't have the time to take her to school. I don't have the time to get custody of her, any of that. So it's just like the time is ticking and she gets more fucked by the day. But I want to say this happened Monday. It was in the last few days, so maybe Monday. Now my mother like texted me maybe Sunday or Saturday, and she's like, "Oh, well, I just wanted to let you know my ministry is growing, and I have over 3,000 and so friends now on Facebook, all follow my ministry." I'm like, okay, like, what are you talking about? So I like.
She's a minister? Oh. Well, alright.
So I always have to double check every fucking thing she says because she makes so much. So I'm like, do you have 3,000 friends? Let me check. Okay, she does. I'm like, how did you get this many people to not realize you were crazy? Anyway, but long story short, she goes on Facebook Live, and I've never accepted her friend request anymore. I accepted her very first from her first page. She has made like 10 pages since.
Wow.
I no longer accept her friend request. So it's like I got a notification with her friend request again. It's been there for like 2-3 months. It just keeps popping up every now and then. Like, hey, just a reminder. So I click it just to like, what are you doing on here? What are you up to? Why did I do that? Like, the very first video is a video of her going live 6 hours before then. And she's at the ER with my sister. And you can't see my sister anywhere in the frame. But she's like, yeah, I just want to get away just to my ministry and just Tell everybody about my blessed day, my blessing that the Lord has sent to me today. I'm at the doctor's office with my daughter, and, by the grace of God, she's never been able to see. She's been blind her whole life, but the doctors gave her glasses that let her see, and, she's never been able to see with her own eyes. Verbatim what she said.
P.O.P.
By the way, verbatim what she said. I'm repeating it verbatim because I typed it out just to have a rebuttal when she had anything to say. Every time I just type shit out, give an S note. Da, da, da. So I commented and I said, Mom, Alyssa does not now, nor has she ever, she's not now, nor has she ever been blind. I don't know why you felt the need to say that publicly, but she doesn't. She's not. And she has not ever been. So it took her 2 hours to respond, but she finally post screenshots like, this is the note from the doctor. It's like a prescription that says, Alyssa experiences periods of blindness, handwritten, this, and this. Now, I'm not going to immediately say that she handwrote this, but I will say this. I can go to the ER today or tomorrow and tell them, hey, my penis itches. And they will write that shit down on a piece of paper.
Right.
And probably prescribe me something. Like, I don't want to touch your itchy penis. Like, so you can tell the doctor anything. They're going to put it in your medical record.
Right.
Like, if they cannot prove you're not having this pain, this thing is not happening, written down. Give you pain medicine. So, okay, thank you for showing me that. But this is what you said, quote, Alyssa has never been able to see with her own eyes. Anything you care to say about that? Like, she deleted my comments and then sent me like 8 pages of just messages going like, this is nothing but the devil coming from my ministry. And I'm like, it's weird, like how you always try to use your faith, but you can't actually like give me facts. Like, give me facts. Stop using a third party entity. Give me actual facts. Shut it down. If you had nothing to hide, you wouldn't just delete this stuff. But anyway, social media, she gets back on there, and she's like reading the Bible spitefully, by the way. I didn't know you could read it spitefully, but she's like, because the devil will come in many forms, and he will da-da-da-da. And I'm like...
And people probably just agree to it.
Yeah, a lot of people,
and
a lot of people don't
and they're
challenge.
just like, amen, and da-da-da.
And that's what's basically feeding what she's doing.
Yeah, now mind you, I didn't know she was on live again. I tried to call her to let her know, like, listen, I hate going to bed irritated, so I'm not angry. This is just you. I'm just going to go to bed and pretend this didn't happen again. So, but she didn't answer. So I happened to get on Facebook, see live video, her up reading the Bible.
All this and you still didn't accept the friend request? Okay.
So, because I still had her page open. Now, I see like the video blink out because that was my call, and then it popped back in, and she's like, "See, look at this, the devil's still working. I see me, got me reading my Bible, and anyway, da-da-da." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm the devil now. I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit." Like, so I kept calling her to interrupt the video. She's like, "Devil's still trying to." She was saying every time. My daughter is calling out for my attention. So this message saying, "I know you're calling out for my attention, and because we don't have a relationship, and this, and this." And I'm like, "I don't want a relationship with you." This is kind of amusing to me a little bit. Like, so I started leaving comments just like, can you like speak to me like besides just getting on like, calling your phone. I said, you know what, forget it. She waited until I said, you know what, forget it. So call me back. And I said, I'm going to bed, don't call me. Because she said, I'm going to call my dad. I said, I'm going to bed, don't call me. Like, I'm done.
But how do your little sister feel about all of that?
I don't think she really has a mind of her own, honestly. I think my mother molded her.
That's what I said. Like, that's what I'm about to say, because
if she's trying to get out of school
to...
and she knows she can tell her mother anything, and her mother going to take it and run with it, she going to keep
No, but
yeah,
not even just
that.
Not even just that, because there's been... I know it was a situation before where it was like a parent who would literally tell their child that they had these issues, and the child wound up believing that they were really sick because their mother kept telling them that they were sick, but they really weren't. So, like, I'm like, does it get to that point where your sister thinks that she's really sick?
I'm going to tell you some, maybe, I doubt it, though, because I'm going to tell you some things I've witnessed firsthand. One of those blind episodes. Now, I've had a moment recently where I woke up and I could not see out of this eye. It wasn't like fully blind, but it was like blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wear contacts?
No.
Okay.
I used to a long time ago. But the first thing you do when you cannot see out of eyes that saw a day before,
Yeah.
you're doing a whole lot of that, like.
I thought you just rub your eye. Yeah, I just rub
Oh,
my
you're
eye.
No,
rubbing
you
your eyes.
trying to open your eye wide to
Yeah.
see if you
Or you're
can
rubbing
see.
your eyes, right? This is what she's doing. I can't see.
Oh, well.
Why are you squinting?
Yeah, you're not gonna see if you're squinting, even if you got 20/20.
No, you'll still be like, at least
Yeah.
one eye you trying to see out of
Yeah.
it or something like that.
And on top of that, there's been more than one situation. Like my brother, when his second son, I think he was born like a year and some change ago, but we were in the, maternity ward, waiting to be called back so we can see the baby. And my mother's telling me this whole story about, Alyssa been throwing up blood all day for them. She haven't been to school because and I'm like, okay. So my sister's in the bathroom in the lobby. We go out to meet her, and she's like, were you throwing up blood again? You okay? And she looked at my mother like she had two heads. Like, what? Like, so that's one. Two, even more recent, I approached both of them. Like, I'm at her house, and I, said something to both of them. Like, are you really having this issue? Like, what is it? Like, because my mother told me some outlandish shit about she needed surgery on her head because she has, like, a tumor in her pituitary gland. And I'm like, oh, did the doctor tell you that? And she's like,
I don't know. Wow.
Right.
She didn't say a word. She pulled the blankets over her head while my mother was explaining it. She's like, well, the doctor said, she pulls the blanket over her head. And I'm like, are you going to answer me?
I don't know how you would, how can you, I don't know. Like, I feel like your sister probably just, your mother's crazy, but she just don't want to say it. But,
I don't think it's maybe she knows, I'm not sure, but her incentive is she doesn't have to go to school.
Yeah, that's the main
she's
thing.
Not going to school is always cool for a kid when they don't want to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this has been a thing her entire grade school career. Like, she has never been to school for a full school year. She has not been to school at all this year. I am waiting for CPS or someone to go knock on the door. Please go arrest this woman at this point. Like,
wow.
I honestly, I'm over it. Like, I can't do anything about it. I can't undo 13 years of fuckery. Like, somebody needs to step in and do something at this point. Because not only are you need help, but you're fucking your kid up at the same time.
But the thing is, people that got mental issues, it's never that serious with people. Because I feel like the same thing with my little cousin. She's doing so much for attention. She has people literally, she done got in so many fights over this month alone, with girls that just come from school and they challenge her and they fight her. And she literally, what was it, 2 weeks ago, she fought 6 girls by herself one time because of something that was on Instagram. Something that went on down on Instagram. And it was just it's things that I just feel like she needs. She went to court. We told the court that we felt like she needed to be evaluated. Somebody needs to evaluate her because this is serious. They order an evaluation, but still send her back home. Still send her to
because that's how mental illnesses are treated.
Exactly. It's a serious issue. It really is a serious issue. They don't take it that seriously. They don't.
And it's with mental illnesses, they can range
I thought
from.
it was just a black family thing that didn't take.
But it makes you feel like it though, because they're so quick to say white people are mentally ill, but when it's a black person, they're easily going to she went to jail. My little cousin already has a record, and it's growing because of what she continues to do stuff. But it's just it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, and it's with me, mental illnesses can range from really mild to severe. They really can. It's such a wide range of different illnesses when it comes to that. But I feel not even just black people are either misdiagnosed or it's not treated as it should be. Just as a whole in this country, anytime war veterans are not given proper care for mental illnesses, these people they are molded into people who are supposed to behave like a sociopath, basically. And you take that person out of that environment and put them back into a regular, everyday environment, and they're fucked up.
Yeah.
These people are not getting the care that they need.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part.
So
not only are they not getting the care they need, these people are trained to kill. So
Right.
if they go off the deep end at any point, that puts everybody at risk because they know what they're doing. Like they can go home and treat it like a war zone. Yeah.
They're going through some post-traumatic
stress. Set
stress.
up some sandbags and kill 30 people.
And wasn't really trained to think back to how they used to think.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's
like
hard to turn that switch off. Like once it's so ingrained and you've been trained and molded into being that, they literally train you to be a sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take that person and you drop them back into a normal everyday environment. They've seen some shit at this point. They're broken.
Mm-hmm.
That can fuck anybody up.
There's really no way to undo that.
Yeah.
Because once you see that type of stuff, I know a lot of people like some of the stuff that they might think they can prepare themselves mentally for, and then they actually go see it, and it's just two completely different things. So it's like, I mean, you can't just go back home and be like, all right,
and
well,
live
that's
normally.
over. Let me go get a job. You know what I mean? Like, you got a whole experience that you got to basically not undo, but at least depress out of your system. And they don't really have anything like that. And when those people don't have those things and they can't. That's why I feel like a lot of veterans end up homeless.
Yeah,
because they can't reset their mind back into a civilian mentality, and they end up losing everything. And then there's nothing to help fix that situation.
Like, think about people that went to like Afghanistan and just came back, and then they want them to go work at a front desk job regularly. Like,
right.
How can you go through that? Like, I just seen thousands of people get killed. I
Right.
had to kill people. Like, I had to kill innocent people. I had to kill someone's child, because I was forced, because I worked for the American government, I had to do this to this particular country or whatever, because it was our thought that what we were doing was right.
Right.
So, coming back into America, and then you got a family that doesn't even know the extent of what you went through. Like, they expecting you to still live your regular family life.
Yeah. And then even still, you have these people who are seen as heroes, but like the children that are related to them, they come back and they fuck those kids up. Like, prime example, there was like one of the most prolific serial killers in America. It wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer, and I wish I could remember his name, but he had an uncle or a cousin that was like in the military and fought in Vietnam. And while he was over there, like his mind, like he kind of lost it a little. And he ended up tying a few Vietnamese women to a tree, and he raped them, and he took pictures of them, and he ate pieces of them. Like, it was fucked up. So he comes back and he's showing he's showing this kid this, and he's like, yeah, look at these pictures. So this is already a slightly unstable kid.
Right.
You got this person from, showing this kid this. He's fucked up. He murders his wife in front of that kid. That kid goes on to be a serial killer and eats at least one of his victims.
Oh my God.
Like,
he probably thought, because he thought it was right, probably, because somebody older than you showing you that, and somebody you probably looked up to showing you that. And yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's not. I can't even say for sure if he knew whether it was right or wrong, because at this point he was like 11 or 12. But it was just the dose of. It was that right ingredient to push him, because he was one of those kids that was like growing up cutting up animals and stuff. That's always that first sign.
That sign. If you cutting up an animal, something wrong with you.
That was just the dose of fucked up shit that he needed, like, to push him into the, okay, well,
this is cool now. Yeah. We didn't get into any of the stuff we had.
we only said Wendy's. Look.
I know, right? Just Wendy's. Poor Wendy's. We went from Wendy's to cutting people up.
Mental illnesses and drunk and weed and all that type of stuff, but
just veering off on the topics.
Yeah, I know, right?
But hey.
That's how we do it, I guess. Because how many shots did we take? Like 3, 4? I don't know. Like 4 or 5. I don't know. I lost track.
Well, we're halfway through the bottle.
Yeah, we finished half of the bottle. So that shows we did something. I just don't want the damn camera to die on us. But
how much of the show we got? Hold up.
It's about an hour and some change.
Okay.
I mean, it's. I mean, we can still.
What?
We'll deal with that. But Yeah, I don't know. Do we have any final thoughts? This is a very like I'm relearning this process right now because it's been a while and I know I need to pour a little bit of a steeper closing shot. Again, drink of the day is Dr.
Oh,
Stoner's.
let's say about our party. Okay, because that's one thing that
Oh,
we
yeah,
need to
yeah.
talk about.
So on June 2nd, I don't know if this flyer is visible, but I post it all the time. You'll definitely see it on the Busy Doing Nothing podcast page. On June 2nd from 10 to 2, we are having a 90s party. There will be a live DJ. We will be doing 90s outfits. The person with the best outfit receives a guest reward, surprise, a surprise reward, whatever. Goddamn.
Maybe you'll get
Dr.
a drink
Stone.
of the day. Maybe you get a bottle.
You'll get us
today.
something. You'll get us
Yeah,
something. That's all you got.
maybe.
You'll get us something. And we're doing it from 10 to 2, June 2nd. So make sure y'all come out. Go get y'all tickets. www.bdnpodcast.com/shop. It'll be the first thing listed. You can get your ticket. Early bird tickets are going for only $5. General admission is $10. If you don't get a ticket and you decide that you want to be black about the situation and wait till the day of, you will be paying extra at the door. Yeah. So get your tickets. Make sure you hurry up and do it.
And when is it? June what?
June
the
2nd from 10 to 2 at the T Spot on 627 North Duncan Street. We will all be there. The crew will be there. You can come out, have fun, party, probably argue with us about something you might see between now and then on our episodes. And, we're here for it all. So, yeah, make sure you go get those tickets. Also, make sure that you check out our sponsors, www.freemindsclothing.com and www.docscastlemedia.com, where you can get all the updates on the latest news, local information, all types of different blogs, and just cool things to read up on and be up on. Free Minds Clothing, obviously, you can get yourself some cool gear. Make sure you go to www.bdnpodcast.com, get yourself some Busy Doing Nothing podcast gear. That's a lot of plugging I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But
Get the hat. Get
yourself a Busy Doing Nothing hat. We got the hoodies, we got the jackets, we got everything on sale right now. So make sure you do that because apparently winter isn't going anywhere until June.
Right.
Hoodie season is still live in full effect. Even jacket season is still live in full effect. But that being said, this is the Busy Doing Nothing podcast. We are right in the middle of the conversation. You are officially tuned into season 2. I am your host, Mr. Free Minds. To my left, I have
Taylor, aka Doc, and to my left, I have
Philly, aka Lee.
So we're gonna go ahead and
this
close that
last
out.
nasty
Y'all
shot.
be safe. What did I used to say? Ceasefire. Yeah, ceasefire. Yeah.
Yeah.